Welcome back everyone. So in this video we're going to go through how to find the area of a parallelogram, and like the previous topic, which is on area of a triangle, this topic will also be relatively straightforward, and there's only one area formula that you have to remember, and the area formula that you have to remember is the area is equal to the base times the height. So this is actually very similar to the area of a rectangle, as you will slightly notice that the parallelogram is basically a rectangle that is squashed either to the right or to the left. So the area is actually essentially the same. Alright, so let's just go through some examples. Find the area of the following parallelograms. So the area is equal to the base times the height. And if you still remember from my triangle video, the base will always have to be a side on the parallelogram, and the height is somewhere on the inside or the outside. So in this case, 8 is going to be the base, as the 8 is the side of the parallelogram, and h is going to be the height. So in this case, the height is on the inside of the parallelogram, so it's going to be 3 centimeters. So to find the area, you just multiply 8 with 3 and you get 24. In this example, it's very similar. The only difference is this parallelogram is squashed towards the left. So if you think of a rectangle that's squashed towards the left. To find the area, you just multiply the base, which is 12, with the height. So 12 times 7, you get the 84. And example C. Now with this example, the height is the outside the parallelogram, so it's still going to be a height. Remember, the height forms a 90-degree angle with the base. So the base here is 5.2. As you can see, 5.2 is a side of the parallelogram. So you just multiply 5.2 with 13.6. Now you can use a calculator for this. Don't expect you to do this in your head. And once you write your answer, make sure you also write the units. So the units is going to be square meters here. Here will be square millimeters, and here will be square centimeters. So hopefully this topic is relatively straightforward and there should not be too much challenge. So I'm just going to go through one question here. So question B. Now, some of these questions might look a little bit strange to you because what they can do is they can rotate the parallelogram in all sorts of angles. Okay, so let's just have a go at this question. So to find the area of this parallelogram, it's base times height. Now, which one's the base and which one's the height? So do you think 6 is the base or is 11 the base? So as I said before, the base has to be a side of the parallelogram. So 11 meters is an side, or you can say an edge, but 6 is not a side, right? So it can't be 6. So the base is going to be the 11 multiplied by 6, which is the height, as this line forms a 90-degree angle with the side. So you get 66. All right, let me go through 2 more examples before this concept becomes very clear or becomes relatively straightforward. So let's take a look at question 2e. 2e. So to do a question like this, now, so I might have mentioned this in the past. So when it comes to finding the area, make sure the units are all in the same. So in this case, the height is 11 millimeters and the base is 47 millimeters. So we don't need to do any conversions. And if you look at most of these questions, actually, I think all of them have the same units for the height and the base. So you won't get tricked. Because some questions, they like to trick you by using different units for height and the base. So in this case, the area equals to base times height, write the formula down, which equals to, now the base is going to be the one that's a side of the parallelogram, so 47, times by the height. In this case, the height is the side, the line that forms a right angle with the base, so times 11. And what this should equal to is, this should give you, let's see, this is 517 millimeters squared, right? Because the area, with area, you always need to write units squared. All right, so let me just do one more question. And hopefully these questions are just very simple for you and you can do them when you're asleep. Okay, so this is question 2L. Now, like I said earlier, write the formula out first thing. Now in this case, which one's the base? Remember, the base is the one that that's a side of the parallelogram. So 3.7 is going to be the base. And the height is the line that forms the 90-degree angle with the base. So multiply them out in your calculator. What you should get is 107.3 millimeters squared. So this should be all for how to find the area of a parallelogram, as by now you should be fairly confident with doing these questions. I'll see you next time. Thank you for listening.